Our only regret is not doing this sooner. Our bus is named Bedu, which is short for Bedouin. That actually means desert nomad in Arabic. I am half Egyptian, so being able to bring that name in has been really special.
Hey, I'm Alan.
And I'm Moshera. This is Bedu the Bus.
Let's take a tour.
This is our kitchen. The kitchen is super functional. We use it all the time, multiple times a day. We do a lot of cooking in here. So all of this space is just really nice to have. And the way that we have everything organized to be right next to the stove just makes everything super easy to use, super easy to kind of grab and get going. Over here, we have our sink and faucet that comes out and swivels around as well, which is super convenient. We have a pretty big sink, but I wish it was bigger. I don't think you can go too big when it comes to a sink in a tiny home. Next, we have our stove and oven combo. We have 3 burners up top, which is perfect for cooking multiple things at once. We are not a one-pot meal family. And then we also have our oven down here, which is great for all of our baked goods. We have a full-size apartment fridge back there with a freezer up top, a fridge at the bottom, and it has really a lot of storage space in there, so we can store up to 2 weeks worth of food in there. Plenty of counter space to do all of our prepping and chopping. And then we have plenty of space over here that we can use as well. Up top, we have our pantry, plenty of space. We have a lot of drawer storage up here, so honestly, we keep a lot of our cat food and cat items up here since we travel with our 2 pets. All right, so this is our living room, and first we have this couch over here. Underneath, we have plenty of storage. This couch also pulls out and doubles as a bed in case we ever have any guests. And then up top, we just keep a lot of our postcards and photos and just different knickknacks from our travels. It just makes us happy to look at where we've been as we've traveled. On this side of the living room, we have our dining area. We did rebuild this section of the bus after we got it. Originally, there was a very, very large wood stove in here as well as a bench, but we really wanted a workspace up front as well. So we built that into the bus. This bench also has storage underneath, so it lifts up, and down there we keep a lot of our hiking gear and outdoor equipment just so we can grab it real quick before we head out the door. So over here is our tiny wood stove that we tiled as well to match the bus. So this beautiful green tile with this white tile as well. We use this to heat the front of our bus. We have an additional heat source with our diesel heater in the back of the bus. This gets quite hot when we use it, so we don't use it as often, only if we're in a very, very cold place. And we keep a lot of our wood storage underneath here. Lots of space to keep extra wood if we ever decide to do a full winter on the bus.
We just enjoyed traveling and vacationing, and we really dreaded coming back. So there's one time, our last trip before bus life in Florida, it was on that last day, and we were wondering how we can make this last. That's how it started, and it quickly spawned into moving on to a bus and bus life and traveling and making that dream happen.
It's a really quick turnaround once we made the decision to do it. We just kind of went for it. We knew we wanted to get on the road really quickly, and after seeing different YouTube videos of people doing their builds, it looked like quite a time commitment. So we were looking at how to cut down that time, get on the road faster, but still have something that we really like and would enjoy living in.
And here we had the bathroom. We have a split setup as far as our bathroom and shower goes. So This room is basically for the toilet and washing your hands, kind of getting ready for the morning. So in the sink, we have a pre-built cabinet and sink combo from IKEA that fits pretty well for this space. For the toilet, we have a composting toilet. It keeps your number one separate than your number two. So our number one is plumbed into our gray tank, and so we don't have a separate jug to deal with or anything. It's all just goes out when we empty our gray tank at dump sites and things like that. One thing we are sure to do on driving days is lock these doors in place. And this is also how we can close up the bathroom when we're using it. And this also brings us to our closet space as well. So this is where we keep some of our bulkier clothing items. Also in the closet in the back is the breaker box for all of our electricity. And right above me, we have our AC unit. We can run this off of our solar. We have a backup generator as well that can run the AC as well. Okay, and this is the other half of our bathroom, the shower. We left this space mostly untouched. It does the job for us. It's got some cedar planking on the top part to cut down on mildew collection. We have a tub style shower down here at the bottom, so if we wanted to, we could even take a little mini bath. And we don't really use it a whole lot unless we are hooked up to a water supply and also hooked up to a place where we can drain, because it does use a lot of water and it can collect in your gray water tank pretty quick if you have the one on the smaller size like we do.
So when we first hit the road, we were both working remote jobs. I worked in human resources for almost 10 years and operations in various corporate roles. And I think part of being on a bus and traveling and seeing the world definitely changes your perspective on things. And it changed my perspective on what I wanted to do in the future. And it's definitely a goal of ours now to become more financially independent and to retire early. And so that's definitely something that we're working towards. So now I have an e-commerce shop called Driftways where I sell different Arab themed merchandise. So that's what I've been doing to make money on the road.
And I work remotely in a customer service role for a software company. And so that allows us to still work and travel, and we're able to, again, stay connected even on the road. This area originally was used for bunk beds. We decided that wasn't going to work for us and what we needed, so we decided to gut the whole thing and make it our main work area. So we used butcher block here for our desktop, and then added this for a little feature, almost a waterfall feature, and to separate the two spaces. 'Cause over here, the cats kind of do their business in that corner. But other than that, this is a nice work area for me. I'm able to use the dual screen setup if I need to. And I don't really have to worry about any power usage issues because we have 800 amp hours lithium ion batteries, and we charge that with nearly 1,500 watts of solar on the roof.
So back here we have our bedroom area. We have a queen size bed and actually lifts up to additional storage underneath. Down below is where we keep our battery bank, our electrical system, as well as our water tanks. And then up top right here, we keep a lot of our clothing items. So although we have a closet, we definitely didn't sacrifice when it came to space for clothing. We just changed the aesthetics of this area a little bit. So once again, we just brightened up the room, brought in our own flavor to it, and of course, some areas for the cats to hang out in, and these adorable little cat stairs to help our 20-year-old cat get up and down from the bed as well. It's the place that we spend the most time in the bus. We have a TV back here, as well as a video game console that Alan uses quite a bit. So this is definitely a lounge area for us. It is one of our favorite spots in the bus.
Here we have our storage boxes. Along with storing a lot of our outdoor gear, the propane system was also built in here. So this is how we run our propane oven and our on-demand propane water heater. Another storage box we have here just holds a lot of our other fluids that you want to keep separate from things. And behind me is the roof deck. It came with the bus, and it's nice because we're able to get up there at night and stargaze. We're able to use it as storage if we ever need for more outdoor stuff. We can keep up there.
Our only regret is not doing this sooner. There's a lot to see. There's a lot of great people on the road, and there's a whole community out here, no matter what travel style you love or how often or what rig, whatever it is. I would just say to just go for it and do it. And the hardest part is really just making the decision. I feel like after that, everything just falls into place. Thanks for checking out our bus. You can follow us on Instagram or TikTok at Bedu the Bus. Thanks so much.